Hey guys, System here, and this is Skyopolis 4. Hope everyone is well, having a utterly amazing day. Let's go ahead and jump right back into this pretty cool pack. In between episodes, have not done too much. Did a little bit of crafting, whole bunch of mechanism machines we're gonna have to set up here in a bit. So I did that, and then I guess nothing else pretty much. I got it set up to go ahead and automate this material here, the refined radiance, throwing chromatic compound into a beacon's beam, and wait, and you'll see refined radiance rise up. So we're gonna go ahead and automate that pretty quickly here. I didn't grab the recipe yet, so let's actually go grab that. Let's do that. There you go. And now we're just going to jump right into it, I guess, and just get everything automated, move forward, as we have been, I guess, right? So let's go ahead and throw this down here. That's sweet. Go ahead and give it a ender chest, because that's going to be how we automate it. There you go. Go ahead and drop in the recipe, right? So that's good there, and that should be ready to go. Now, this thing has to be put on top of a beacon, right? And I don't want to have a beacon buff. My main reason for not wanting a beacon buff is that it offsets all these recipes, and I can't actually use my pinned recipes very well. I don't like that, right? So you might have remembered early in the pack, I was eating different types of food, basically to get buffs, free ones. Then I realized that it was just not worth the nuisance. So what I'm going to do is put the beacon way up above. That way the buff won't, hit me. You know what I mean? Because it's ranged, horizontally as well as, I guess, vertically, right? So but it only goes so far down. It goes all the way to sky limit, I guess, up, but only so far down. So if we go around, like, I guess, 240, we should be well out of the range, you know what I mean? I don't have to worry about the buff anymore, basically is what I'm going for. So there you go. Should be able to sit up right there. That looks like it's dead center, so that is cool. Then we'll go ahead, I guess, and sleep, because we can sleep in the sky, because we're all fancy like that. That's good. And then we'll just set up a beacon, right? So we'll just go something like so. And get this automated. This should be pretty simple. If it works like the shadow steel that we set up yesterday, then this should be pretty simple all around. So let's go ahead and do that. There you go. Then I guess we'll need a chest here. So just go ahead and grab one of them. Then we'll have one here. Then we'll have a pipe right here probably. Sweet. And then we don't need this connection here, I guess. Let's actually, which connection do I need? I need not this one. Also, why is it not auto switching right now? Oh, because that's not the right tool. That's good. Go ahead and break that connection. That's cool. Then we'll have a dropper, I guess, on top of that. So we'll go ahead and grab a dropper. Pop that puppy, hopefully, right on top of that. That looks good. Then we need to grab some power. So let's get a point. And then just set a filter. And we are pretty much finished, hopefully. As long as this, like I said, functions like the shadow steel. And I'm just going to assume that it does. So let's go ahead and do that there. Awesome. Let's actually grab a chromatic, actually, and just kind of watch it, right? So we grab one of them, right? Sweet. Throw that on top of the beam. There you go. This is gonna kind of float away ever so slightly. It's actually kind of funny. There you go. If we throw that down, does that still float? It does. Those are actually pretty cool little items now that I see that. That's cool. I wonder if the shadow steel did that too, and I just didn't notice. Either way, let's go ahead and grab a advanced item collector. Pop that there. Go ahead and I guess throw that into here. Make sure that's on a whitelist. Might as well go max range. There's going to be nothing else up here anyway. Oh, I didn't realize until right now. We don't need the beacon on. So I could have built it down there. I mean, it's up here now. It doesn't matter. But, yeah, I could have put this anywhere. Okay, I assumed the beacon was going to have to be on, but it literally does not. Okay, anyway, that's fine. Then I guess we'll just go ahead and autocraft these, I guess, as long as we have an output here. There you go. If I go to refined, we probably won't even see this happen. It's going to probably happen so quick. So let's just go start right there. Cool. And see if it starts. Wait, are you? Oh, I need always on, right? And actually, did it do it or not? Probably not, right? I feel like something's wrong. No, it is doing it. Yeah. This collector is so fast that you can't even see stuff really be dropping. I guess you could see it ever so slightly there. Just a tiny little black glitch there, and that's it actually being made, which is actually really awesome. I guess we could add a speed upgrade as well, and that will kind of finish that off, right? Actually, do I have those upgrades? Actually, if we go to pipes here, I think I do have them automated, right? Yeah, let's go ahead and grab them. Sweet, go ahead and do that, and then go ahead, just throw that in there, and there you go. That effectively automates the radiance, and we don't have to worry about it anymore, which is really nice. But anyway, let's come back down here. And we should be able to go ahead and actually make the first crafting table now. So we go into this quest line over here now. Start us something big. Make our first basic crafting table. So let's go ahead and do that. I think we needed to make one like catalyst part out of that. That's the next one. We want this one here, right? Yeah, basic catalyst. So we go ahead and do that now, which is cool. Go ahead, I guess, and drop that off. Then we should be able to actually make the crafting table. Let's go ahead and do that. Sweet, and start. I don't think this one's even that special, like this actual crafting station. I don't think it's like insanely, crazy or anything. I think it literally adds like 1 or 2 recipes you could do outside of normal. So I guess that's something. Anyway, let's go ahead and grab this one. Go to crafting, check that out. Want to go to use on this too, I guess. So this one in particular is going to be used for the creative storage upgrades and this stuff here, the redstone ingots. And we are going to need some of those redstone ingots. But I think I can actually go ahead and auto-craft all these other ones now, right? So I think if I set up this recipe, we could do that. Yeah, we could do that one fine. And I think I saw that we could pretty much do that for all of them, right? So that one, and then this one as well, right? Yeah, we could just go ahead and jump ahead and do every one of those. The problem is here. So these tables here, like we're going to be needing these. We're going to need these materials it's going to produce, right? So we go to, I guess here, go to use on this stuff, right? Maybe stop jumping ahead. There you go. You will see we're going to need it for different components, right? So stuff like the Ender alternator, needed for these, I guess these Ender crafters. We're going to need it for the actual kind of final ultimate ingot as well. We're going to need all these materials, even like these crystalline ingots and this other stuff. There's a whole bunch of stuff we need, right? But you can't auto craft on these tables. You can't do that at all. So there is a different version of these tables. So these ones right here, the basic auto crafting table. And you need redstone components. So that isn't too hard now that we can make the redstone ingots, right? The problem is with this crystalline, what is it? Crystalline, I guess is what it is, component. You need these ingots here. And to do these ones, you need these crystals. And they're from Mechanism. So we're going to have to go and do the whole setup to actually make these crystals, which I actually think are part of the ore times 5. You know what I mean? It just duplicates the ore 5 times. Well, it doesn't duplicate it, but makes it produce 1 for 5, basically. So, yeah, we're going to have to go ahead and set that up. And that'll probably be the next thing. But I think I'll just go ahead and just auto-craft all these tables real quick. Then we're going to go ahead and set up all these machines here. See if we can get ourselves the crystals. And just kind of move forward from there. Because I could make one of these right now, right? But I don't want to have to manually craft these the whole time, I guess. So it's basically what I'm trying to convey, right? So if I go grab this and then just do this right here. I don't want to be doing this, right? For the rest of the pack. Just running around doing that. No, not going to do that. We're going to set up auto crafting. So I'm going to go ahead and set up these recipes for the crafting tables. And then we'll set up the setup for Mechanism to actually get the crystals. So we now have all the different crafting tables. So we have the basic, the advanced, the elite, and the ultimate. Each one of them has a little short list of recipes that they kind of make, right? So the really big crafting grids, and they all have custom recipes, basically. We're going to want to automate some of these, right? So we're going to end up wanting to automate this one, probably this one as well. So we're going to end up with 2 of those probably. And then we'll need the other version of it because these ones cannot be automated. But we need to get this first before we get even into those crafting tables, right? So the auto version of these takes these, right? The crystal tine ingots. So we're going to get to that. But yeah, they all have cool little kind of custom recipes in them, which is nice. Over here, I changed a recipe. So over here, I changed this one here. I was doing this down with the dropper before. Actually, no, this was a crafting recipe. Someone pointed out I could do this way cheaper. So this one takes 1 nether quartz and 2 redstone dust to make the rose quartz. Before I was using 8 redstone and 1 nether quartz. That was kind of important because when I went to make the crafting table here, go to that one, go ahead and check that out. Go to crafting. Sweet. And look at the actual price. You'll see this thing took almost 4,700 redstone to be able to make. So would have taken 4 times that if I used that other recipe. So that recipe helped a ton, right? So that is what that is there. We're going to go ahead and grab everything we need to make those crystals now. So let's go ahead and grab that. We'll need all this stuff here. There you go. And this, I'm trying to keep it a little separated so I can keep it clear in my head too. Because it get really confusing real quick. Go ahead and grab some ultimates here. Ultimates, there you go. Not, I don't know what a UKT is. A ultimate, there you go. Then we'll probably need some points as well. Probably some of these. There you go. That is good. And what else do we need here? Sulfur. Sulfur is going to be kind of the main automation of this, actually. So let's grab you. And that should pretty much handle it, right? Oh, we need an exporter. So let's do an exporter. Probably 1 of those. And then we'll also need some kind of channel here. So let's go ahead and set up a export channel down here really quick. So this will be the way we move the sulfur into the system. Go ahead and grab a exporter. Pop that right there. Is this on wrench? It is. Let's do that right there. And then I guess just put the sulfur in there, which is good. And toss the rest of it in there. Okay, so we have a channel with sulfur, which is exactly what we want. Now, I'm not going to try to set this up pretty at all because it's going to get messy really quick. So I'm not going to even attempt to. I'm just going to have it kind of automated here and doing its thing, right? As cleanly as I can kind of explain it, right? Because it can get really confusing really quick. But anyway, let's go ahead and not throw that in the void because I really need that. Which machine was that to? Make sure they're not out of order here. Looks pretty good. Okay, go ahead and grab our universal cables, right? Go ahead and throw down 3 of those. That's good. Go ahead and give this some power as well, right? So we want to go right there. That looks good. Actually, let's make sure that's on this, this, and this. That looks good. And head back up. And then we'll go over what we're doing, right? So to make these crystals, here you go. It's a little bit of stuff. So clean slurry. Doesn't have to be aluminum. Can be any ore, right? And then to get that, you need a chemical washer with, I guess, this dirty slurry. That is how you do that. And then you get your clean, right? To get the dirty, you need the chemical dissolution with sulfuric acid with an ore, and then you finally get your dirty. To get the sulfuric, you need, let's go to this side because it's shorter, the water vapor, which is water. It could be, it shows chocolate stuff, but it's water in a rotary condensator on decondensating mode, and then you'll get water vapor. And then to get the sulfur trioxide, you need a chemical infuser with oxygen and sulfur dioxide. To get the oxygen, you need an electrolytic separator with water, and you'll get hydrogen and oxygen. So we won't need the hydrogen, but we'll end up with it. Then the the sulfur dioxide is the actual sulfur with the sulfur dioxide. So you can see here it's a lot of stuff. So what we're going to try to go for, I guess, with the first setup is going to be the sulfur trioxide. That's where we're going to start. Just kind of keep it, short, sweet, kind of to the point, and then we'll kind of move forward from there. So what we're going to need to do that, I guess, is the chemical oxidizer. Let's look at that. See where that is. That looks like an auto output there. I'm not sure. What mode is this? I want this on gases probably. Right there. There you go. Make sure that's on output. That's good. Then we'll just go ahead and just put that right there. Now, that didn't go the way I wanted to anyway. I want this on a tool that can rotate. Let's do that right there. Good. And we'll go ahead and grab the chemical infuser. So we'll have this right here. There you go. And then we'll save the electrolytic for the last, right? So we'll put this here. Grab the electrolytic. That actually goes up there. And let's start the sulfur dioxide, right? So we need to get items into this, basically. So let's go ahead and just see if we can do it from the top. Let's do that. This right here. That looks good. Then we'll go ahead and pull the items out of that, hopefully. That hopefully is going in there. There you go. And that's going to start making our sulfur dioxide. Now that sulfur dioxide is going to start getting automatically put into the chemical infuser, which is what I was planning, right? So that is cool. Now, the next thing we need is the electrolytic separator. Now, this one, I think when you put it down, pretty sure the hydrogen comes out this side and the oxygen comes out this side. So we'll put it down backwards, right? So let's go over here. There you go. And that should auto-export oxygen in there once it's producing, right? So that's kind of the idea. Where should I put the water? I guess water can go right here. Let's just put water right there. Sweet. And we'll do that. Then we'll go ahead and do this. Then we'll go ahead and give water. I'll speed these all up when we're done too, but that'll be like the last thing I do. Just to make sure it's running first. There you go. We got hydrogen, we got that, and we got sulfur trioxide now. So we already have our sulfur trioxide, which is awesome. So that isn't too complicated, right? So that's pretty good. The next one we're going to go for, I guess, would be the sulfuric acid. To do that, we would need another chemical infuser and this rotary. I think that's actually the next two. So the chemical infuser, the good thing about the chemical infusers is they can just accept liquids through their sides, right? So I should be able to put it right beside that one. It should auto-output. So let's do that right there. We got sulfur trioxide. That's awesome. Then the rotary, I think it matters which side it's facing, actually. I think this small side is deconcentrating. So we're going to have it on two settings in here, right? So there's condensating, and then there's deconcentrating. We're going to have it on this one here. I think we need this small hole. I think that's the way that works. Don't quote me on that, but I think that's how that works. So we're going to put that there and try to get rotated in the right way. So let's do that there. There's the big hole. And if we give that water, just like that, is that going to get water? Oh, maybe I don't have it right. Does the water have to go in the back on this? Actually, I thought this would work. So here, I'll give it power first and see what happens. Because maybe it just needs power. Thought it would fill up either way, but we'll see either way. Let's do that. Go ahead and grab ourselves some universal cable. That's good. Sweet. And, oh, it wasn't on the right setting. There you go. We need it on condensating. There you go. Starts pulling in water. It's actually producing the water vapor. And in here we should see sulfuric acid now. So we already have sulfuric acid done, which is really awesome. Then I guess the next part of this would be, actually I forget what happens after this. Actually the next one is where we add the ores, isn't it? So we go to sulfuric, go to here, go to use on that. It would be, not that one. It'd be here, yeah. Sulfuric and the ores equals the slurry. So we're going for the slurry next. Okay. So we need this here, chemical dissolution. I'm not sure about this machine actually. I'm gonna have to look at it. So we go little hole, big hole. Big hole is usually your input. So I'm just gonna pretend that's the way it is. When there's a big hole and a little hole, it's usually how it works. But we'll see here. Yeah, there we go. Sulfuric acid. That's good. Now we're going here and grab an ore. I'm gonna just do this manually for right now, not iron, because I don't know what that is. Ore. I have a whole bunch of this nether ore. I just went and grabbed that from our what is that thing? Digital miner. But I'll just put it here manually for right now, just so we can start the process. I think each one of these gives us a bucket, right? Yeah, one bucket. And then we got to take that and we got to clean this next, right? So next would be cleaning the slurry. So let's find out clean slurry. There you go. Next one we're going to need is a chemical washer. I think this one has to be piped in from the top. It's going to be how that works. So it has this hole in the top. Then it has some outputs here. So that's fine. Go ahead and do this. Oh, we didn't power this machine either. We should probably do that. Grab the cable, right? Let's do that right there. I made all these tubes too, right? So these tubes can move around gas. Just in case I place them wrong. But it looks like we're not going to have to use most of the tubes here, because most of these machines are auto-outputting the way I'm setting up, which is working out quite well. Anyway, let's go ahead and grab the chemical washer. Let's do that. And we can fix the facing of that later on, as long as this is working. But I think we have to use a tube here, so let's use a tube. Right there. There you go. And then we'll make sure that is already auto-exporting, but I'm just going to do this right there. That's going to make sure it always auto-exports. So that is good. So that is awesome. It's doing its thing. And in here, we're getting a good amount of the dirty copper slurry. And then we need to wash this, right? So we need to get some of that water down there, I suppose. So we'd have to probably come down this way. It's going to be a little messy with the piping, I guess, but is what it is. No point of grabbing a second sink, right? Let's do this right here, I suppose. Here we go. Let's come out this way so we can come back up. Here we go. And now, oh, that does not take water on that side. That might have to take water on the side, I guess. Let's see here. If I do this, what happens? Nothing. Okay. So we need to figure out how the water gets into this one. Let's see here. That didn't work. What happens if I rotate it? Let's do that. No? No? Huh. That is connected, right? Oh, I didn't actually connect it. I'm such a derp. We need to, I guess here, I guess I could do it this way. Let's just have a second line off that sink, right? Let's do this here. There you go. And that's probably getting water now, right? Probably doesn't even care what side it is. Yeah, there you go. So that's good. Then we'll just have to figure out how we're going to connect the last machine, which is the one that's going to actually give us our crystals. So that is pretty cool. Let's go ahead and do that there. I might be able to pump into the bottom of that too. I may change this cable, but anyway, we'll kind of sort this out. I'm just going to clear this and see how this works. I'm actually not sure how this one connects, so I guess we're going to find out here. Maybe we'll just use a pipe. Actually, if I look at this machine, let's look at it. Got a small side and a small side. So neither of those screams input to me. They actually both scream output, so I'm not sure how this is going to work. Let's do this here. Let's just put a tube here. Let's just use the tube. Let's spin that. Might not need this, but it's the way I'm going to do it. Here we go. And then, is that doing anything? That is not getting anything. Let's get it powered first, and we'll kind of sort this out. So we need power, right? So let's grab ourselves a universal cable. Let's do here, and here. Here we go. So that's all powered up, right? That's good. And then we have our tube here. Can I just pull? If I just tell this pull, will it work? That did not work. Okay. Let's try spinning this then. There might be a certain side it has to be on. I need that on a spinny wrench. Yep. That didn't work. There you go. That side works. So whatever side that is, works. So spin it until it works. Then you got yourself some copper slurry, and we should see our first crystal here. That's awesome, actually. And can we do an auto output of the items? Doesn't look like it, so we'll have to pull them out maybe. Slurries, pigments? Is that considered a pigment? I don't know, actually. What happens if I do this? Let's go to fluids, items, right? Go to, it would be just output, right? Input, output. We just want output, right? So try that right there. Then we have any of our red coded ender chest here? Doesn't seem like it. Let's go grab one. Let's see if we can automatically pull those into the system, because this so that kind of sorts this out, right? Like I said, it's not going to be pretty, and like I said, I'm going to speed this up. But as long as it works is all I care about, to be honest. Is that stuff leaving? I need auto eject on, right? Item config, auto eject. And there you go. That's cool. So that'll actually handle that. The only thing I need to do is automatically pipe in the actual ores, I suppose. So we can do that real quick as well, I guess. Let's go ahead and grab a second channel. I'm just going to use copper too. I don't want to use a bunch of different ones because we'll get a bunch of different types of crystals. I'm just going to use copper because I think we only need so much of it anyway. And it'd be easier than having to kind of sort through or predict anything. I think is probably the best way to do it. So let's go to export here. Sweet, grab one more of these. And this should effectively finish this other than speed upgrades, right? So it's actually not too bad. So let's do that there. Grab ourselves a exporter. So let's do that. Go ahead and spin that around, right? Then we want one of those ores, right? Go ahead and grab you. That is good. And what color was this? It was this one, right? Let's go ahead and do that. Sweet. Go ahead and toss that in there. That should start filling up. Awesome. And then we just need to pipe that into the system, and we are effectively done. So yeah, really simple actually. I mean, it's a bit of a mess, like I said. I'm gonna have to clean it up. I can do that. I have the technology, but I'm not gonna try to make it pretty. I'm not making this setting this pretty at all. So that is definitely not something I'm planning on doing because I don't see any point to it at all. Anyway, let's do that. Let's do this. Let's break this connection because that is a possible issue. Right here. There you go. And then just pull from there. And hopefully that pulls stuff in. There you go. So that automates the crystals, which is totally awesome, right? Look at that. All done. All pretty. All snazzy. And I guess we're going to have to go and work on actually making the crystals now. How many of them do we actually have, actually? Probably have to wait a little bit. We only have 16 so far. I'm going to let a little buffer up. Make a bunch of speed upgrades, and then we'll come back to this, I think. So I'm gonna get this all sped up. You can see here it's actually moving at a pretty good pace, making me a bunch of crystals. Got a bunch on me as well. I'm waiting on some auto crafting too for some of those diamond ingots. They take a long time to craft. Everything's taking a long time to craft right now. You can see here it gets a little bogged down on the sulfuric acid, but everything's sped up to max speed. Can't speed up anymore. One thing I forgot to mention, or I guess do when I was setting this up, was set the hydrogen to dumping access. If you don't do that, it'll actually get bogged down and stop working. Because we weren't using the hydrogen, so it was set full and wasn't able to add any more to the system. Just locks it up. But if you set it to dumping access, fixes that. You don't have to worry about it. But outside of that, this is working really good. It's actually doing exactly what we need it. I think each one of these ore here actually ends up giving us 5 of these crystals, so we actually get a good amount of them, right? So even I should have a good amount of them in here right now, right? So we'll go ahead and check them out. I got another like 3 stacks, which is awesome. Tons of them, and that is cool. Everything we're working towards, right, is for these crystal tine ingots, right? And then I saw we're going to need, I think it's 20 of these per. So 20 of these diamond ingots. And these are going to take a while to produce as well. So I'm going to have to let that go. It's going to be a little time consuming because that's going to be ground down, right? So that gets ground down in the crusher. So that's not taking very long. This stuff's taking a while. So, I mean, I guess this is what's slowing this down. The crystallized obsidian is 2 stages and that machine's just slow. I mean, the only way to speed that up would be to make more of these, but it's probably doing its thing right now, right? Oh, it's actually done. Do we actually have some ingots finished? What is it waiting on right now? Oh, it's already done. Let's go ahead and grab some of them. Let's at least make a couple of them, right? So we got that. Here we go. Probably going to want more of those right away. So let's go ahead and grab another 64 or so. So something like that. Because this is only going to make like 3 of them. So that's the thing, right? So go ahead and do that. We can actually shift these in. Then we just pull these out, right? So it just goes like that. And that's the problem with this too, this recipe, right? It doesn't hold anything. It doesn't remember any of the slots. And that's why we need the auto crafting one, because it'll be able to keep like ghosted slots, remember recipe, and make our life a lot easier. But I think we need 8 before we can actually make those, right? So we go to auto craft, check that out. Head over to like this one here. There you go. And right there. So you need 4 of the ingots for each of the components. And for that, you need 20 of these. So I guess that's 80. Holy moly. That's 80 for each one of these components. So that will be 80. And then I'm going to have to do that 4 times because I need to do that for every one of these crafting tables. So guess that's a little bit of time. I'm also going to have to go ahead and craft up a good amount of these redstone components too. But they're not as bad. They're way easier. So I think I have just about everything we need to kind of go ahead and actually make our auto crafting tables. And we'll be able to set up some recipes here. So that's actually pretty sweet. I did go ahead and set up a second induction smelter just so I could run 2 recipes kind of simultaneously. So the one for the diamond ingots and then the rose gold. They're running at the same time, trying to go in the same induction smelter. So I just kind of split them. So that worked out pretty well. In fact, I should go ahead and make some more diamond ingots, actually. I've already had to make, how many of these? 640. But I need one more to set the recipe as well. So I'll need another 16, I guess. So let's do that many, right? So let's go ahead and do that. Awesome. Go ahead and drop them off. Let that go. And we're going to go ahead and upgrade our tables here. So if I go to the basic here, go ahead and grab that. Go ahead and grab this puppy. This is what we're getting. Basic auto crafting table. There you go. Then we're going to go ahead and just do that again. So we'll just go ahead and do that one. Then this one as well. And just keep kind of moving along. Then we're going to go ahead and probably automate at least 2 of them right away. And then work on the other one later on. So the one for the, I guess I'm going to have to wait on those. It gets either way. So anyway, let's go ahead and get these set up here. Anyway, we'll go ahead and just set them up kind of like this here. Then we want them in order. So we'd want that one next. Then it would be this one and that one. So something like that. And then I guess we'll pop you there. So that'll be kind of the setup there. Then we'll end up probably powering these from the back, actually. So let's go ahead and do this here. So there you go. Maybe something like that. That's good. Not going to turn the power on quite yet. We need the auto crafters. So let's go ahead and do that. Not the auto crafters, but the actual just crafters, I guess. We're going to use those, and we're going to point the board like that, which is actually pretty awesome. Then we're just going to put chest on top, just kind of like that, which is the way it works. So actually really cool. Now we go ahead and set some recipes here. We'll actually have to use this first, I guess. Let's go ahead and make a redstone ingot, right? Let's go ahead and grab one of them. Get that recipe done. That'll be the only one that can be done on a normal pattern, right? So we have this one here. And then the other one we need to make is called what, a ender ingot. So go ahead and get that one done, right? So that'd be this one here. And we need the bigger pattern, right? So we have that. Actually have them in my inventory. That is fine. Go ahead and do that there. There we go. We got 2 patterns done. Go ahead and head over here. Guess we need to drop the recipes off. So one in there, one in there. Now we need to set it in the actual tables as well. So let's actually grab that. And we'll need some iron. And I believe we need gold, right? I think it's gold ingot. Sweet. And then the ender dust, right? So let's go ahead and grab some of that. So that and that. There you go. Go ahead and head over here and set the recipes, right? So if I go to, I guess, redstone ingot again. Actually, I could probably hunt down the recipe right there. Let's just do it like that. There you go. That's good. Now up here, you have 3 little buttons. These are for 3 different recipes. So if you hit shift on the left click, actually save the recipe. Now, if I actually pull this out and click that button, it actually saved it. So that's how you save the recipes. Really easy. And then I'll have to do the same thing, I guess, to this one, right? So we'll just go ahead here. Go ahead and hunt that down, right? Go ahead and clear that out. Sweet. Don't need that stuff in there right now. And there you go. That's actually pretty much ready to go, right? So we could just do that one. I think these chests, too, just auto-pull, too. I don't know if they need power to pull. So if I do this, no, they need power to pull. But the machines are smart enough to pull directly from the chest. You don't have to do anything there. So that is awesome. So I guess the only other thing we need to do is go ahead and head down here. Probably set up our imports, right? So we need 4 importers, yes, to get that done. I guess we could just do like 1 import, right? But we're going to go ahead and do it this way. Go ahead and do that. That looks good. And then, yeah, we'll just go ahead and send that into that cabling over here, I guess. Let's do it that way. Do I have you? That's cool. Have 1 cable here. Let's go ahead and get rid of this one first. Don't need that one. That'd be fine. We'll just go this way. Maybe here and here. There you go. That's good. Then we'll go ahead and head back up. And I think this thing just needs power now, and it's actually done. So let's go ahead and make sure everything is ready. So just go ahead and see here. Yeah, everything's good. Let's go ahead and grab a point, right? So we just need the power, right? So let's go ahead and do you. Awesome. Go ahead and pop you here and see if this works. Because if so, we have these all automated. It's just a matter of having the items to be able to set the recipe. I didn't wire these up either because I'm a total derp. How do I want to do this? Let's bring these across here, I guess. Sweet. I just need 1 cable into one of these and then it's done. There you go. That's good. Then let's see if we can actually do some of those ender ingots, I guess. So if we set those right, these should work fine. So we'll go ahead and grab 4 of them. Looks like it's good to craft. Are those numbers right? I guess we're going to find out. Let's go ahead and do that. Yep. But you see there, it's just filling things up. It's kind of spreading out all the items, and it's making the ingots. So it's working. So that's cool. And it's importing. I'll probably have to speed up that import. But that's fine. And this one should work just as well, right? So if I go to redstone, hunt down this one. We already have a bunch of these. I made a giant amount of them. But anyway, go ahead and make like 5. That's good. Don't even know if we need more of these for the pack, but they are automated. I know we need a couple for the final recipe, but I don't know if 48 is how many we need. But that works now as well. So we can automate all these tables super easy, super awesome, and they're actually pretty cool. Really like that, actually. I like that you don't, like, I'm so used to working with these big giant tables and then having to do everything by hand. I really like how easy this one is to automate. It is not too bad at all. Now we have the actual crystalline ingot recipe as well, and that one actually finishes that one off. So I guess I could just go ahead and grab crystal. I only have enough to do one right now, but I can just go ahead and click start. Awesome. Probably check that puppy out. Should be going and doing its thing. It's crafting it, and it's finished. Just a big giant craft like that, which is actually awesome. But that is really cool, and it is done. But I think we'll go ahead and actually wrap this one up here. The rest of the recipes will just come in time, right? So that is definitely a thing. But as always, if you guys like this video, please hit that like button. Really liked it, hit that subscribe button. It is always appreciated. Well, you guys all have a good one. See you guys next video. Later.